It's like it's over a second and a half quicker than what I was doing before. It's so much more controlled. The car just sits, squats and goes.
This iRacing GT3 student found almost a full second in our coaching session, and all we did was work on corner exits. If you're new here, I'm Tom, an aspiring iRacing coach, and in this video I'll show you exactly what we changed to unlock free lap time. So yeah, what do you feel like is the biggest challenge or like the biggest barrier stopping you going faster or being more consistent, and like what do you struggle with the most?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is one, bravery.
Yeah.
I'm not quite as brave as maybe I should be going into corners and things like that. But also, I think I have a tendency to get on the power a bit too early and things like that.
Yeah. This was Steve's best lap before we changed anything. Take a look at his driving and pedal inputs and see if you can work out what we're going to talk about in this session. That's a good 3 laps to finish it on. The last 3 laps were all mid 24s, so very nice.
As you can see, I'm fairly consistent with what I'm doing, and once I get the line and once I get into a rhythm, it's not too bad. But if I just overstep my personal sort of comfort zone, then I'm struggling against off tracks.
Yeah, sure.
And then I tend to back it off, and then I'm too conservative.
I wouldn't even look at it that way. Like, you know, the car is on the limit when you're driving. Like, you're not driving under the limits. Like, you're handling the car on the limit really well. Yeah. And we just need to do some things to increase that limit of grip and then still drive with the same level of bravery, let's say. Right. This, I think, is like the main thing that we should work on for the session. So you're red, I'm blue. What really hurts you is exactly what you said. You get on throttle early, also actually like on throttle while you're still on the brake a little bit. When you get on throttle, obviously like you're shifting the weight of the car backwards, so you're taking weight away from the front, so you're not able to turn so directly, you're not getting so much rotation because you don't have so much front grip basically. So you really want to be patient to get the rotation through the corner. And then the second thing, like when you actually start to get on throttle, you also are just like a little bit impatient. You want to get the power down really quickly, but where you're getting on power so early, like if you look at the steering, when you're getting on power, you're still increasing the steering angle. So because you're getting on throttle and cranking more steering angle, the likelihood of like having the back end kick out when you're getting on power is higher. For comparison, my trace, like you see where I'm getting on throttle, for a moment it's right at like the peak steering angle, but then as soon as I'm getting on throttle, the more I'm getting on throttle, the more I'm trying to like unwind the steering back to straight. Yeah, go for it. I'd say it's always worth having like at least when you're practicing, having the session best delta up, because then if you're changing things with how you're driving, you can see exactly like in real time how it's influencing the lap time. So really patient through here. Yeah, good. Yeah, nice. So remember to unwind the steering. You've got like a tiny little snap there, so you just want to like consciously, as you increase the throttle, like unwind the steering, obviously as much as you can with track limits, but yeah, nice. Look at the delta there. Yeah, a little bit more patient maybe. But yeah, maybe not, because look at that again. Yeah, good. You're nailing it now, you're getting it.
Actually feels more controlled as well.
Yeah. Like the whole exit phase just becomes easier. Yeah, really nice. Another good lap. We'll go one more and then we'll do third. So already, like, you can see a huge improvement. So like here you're on throttle so early.
Yeah.
And you're already shifting it perfectly. So blue is your new best lap. Steering wise, you're getting on throttle and you're still having to crank like a little bit more steering, so you still need to wait a little bit longer. Yeah, I think this is going to be the good thing. So I still want to keep focusing on exit, but the conscious thing to think about now is like not having to increase the steering angle when you get back on powers. Yeah, good patience. See here, like it feels a little bit slow in the mid corner, but it's just because you're used to getting on power earlier.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of overlap of brake and throttle there,
yeah.
But even so, really good. That is into the 23s.
Bloody hell.
To really highlight the differences these changes can make, I've got Steve's best lap before and after coaching. Pay attention to how much more patient he is on the throttle and see what difference it makes to the lap time.
Just going to the power a little bit early then.
But the good thing is you're spotting it. It's like now you know that it's a thing, you'll be able to correct it.
Yeah.
And look at that, another two. So you took like 2 attempts back to back on those laps. So yeah, that's the perfect place to end it. That last lap was a 23.6.
Wow.
Yeah, that was cracking. Like the last 2 laps, both in the 23s.
Brilliant.
Yeah, very nicely done.
Thank you very much.
No worries. How did it feel?
So much more controlled.
Yes.
Even though it's quicker, it's like it's over a second and a half quicker than what I was doing before. It's so much more controlled because the car, as I'm coming out the corner, the car sits.
Yeah.
Whereas before I was accelerating and overcorrecting and things. The car just sits, squats and goes.
Yeah. Excellent. That's the dream is faster and easier, right? So the fact that we've smashed that is brilliant.
That was brilliant.
You did mega.
That was brilliant.